The following video may contain coarse language and subjects that may not be suitable for younger audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Good evening, folks. It's me, Grimokan, as always. Grimmy and whatever you'd like to call me. So, what I usually wanted to do originally was... On August 8th, 2016, the channel you're watching right now was created. During that time, I ended up making my first ever video, which was a rant of the fact that I couldn't stream videos at the time. But that video no longer exists, so instead, we move on to my first official video back in late September, that being Sonic 2. During this stream was the first ever time you got to see me as a person. This stream was a bit rough, but it showed some promise as far as comedy stuff goes. And more than 9 years later, with 1,570 subscribers later, 887 videos, and about 763,869 views, this channel is still here. And what's amazing to me about this is, as you can recall, next year is a big milestone for this channel. For that will mark this channel's 10th anniversary. I've been doing YouTube for almost a decade. For most of you, you probably know me for doing archives and basically coverage on Goosebumps Horror Town or Addams Family Mystery Mansion. However, some of you who've been here since the very beginning might know me from my other streams or post videos. Regardless of whether or not you came here, this video that you're watching right now is a celebration on what is coming up and new features coming soon to this channel. This is an update like none other. So allow me to dive in and let's get to it. So like I said, this marks the 10th anniversary, and I've made a logo to commemorate it, as you can see here. This logo will be significant as far as new things moving forward, and you might have seen that I've already updated the background, which is important. This later on would show you that there are big things coming to this channel. Now what you're about to see are 5 unique points that will be talked about during the making of this commentary stuff. And although I could go ahead and talk to you really like this here, this voiceover work, I figured I wanted to do something a little bit more interesting, so allow me to get myself into view. Well, finally happened. As the saying goes, never meet your heroes. So a lot of you are probably confused by me looking like this, right? Well, just for you, I decided to go ahead and do something featured. We're actually talking about an FAQ section, because I know you're probably typing away down there, saying exactly what might be coming up, right? Like all this stuff, but don't worry, I got you covered. I wrote down some questions already, and I got some answers for you. So let's read out a few of these right now, because they all have the same answers. So, here we go. Why are you dressed up like this? Are you still doing gameplay stuff? Will you still cover mobile games? Are you doing anything with Goosebumps and Addams? Well, here's your answers. Look forward to the next part. Now that we got that one out of the way, let's go deep dive into the more specific questions that are a little bit more detailed. What about Horror Town? As some of you may already know, I am the face of the Goosebumps Horror Town community. As such, you may have noticed that there has not been any updates for this game of 2025. I'm hoping that there might be something coming up, but sadly, if we don't get anything by October for a Halloween update, then I would say the game is officially good as dead. At that point, I would go ahead and try to finish up all the last loose ends before I finish it off completely. So be look out on that for the community forums as I keep you updated. Is the HTT podcast ending? Fortunately, no. We're still continuing on with the podcast. In fact, we still have 2 more seasons up in front ready for you. Stay tuned during those podcasts for the official announcement of what we'll be doing moving forward. Am I quitting YouTube? No. Last question. Are the old videos getting deleted? Fortunately, they won't be. The videos that I have on my channel will be here to stay. Even though I might be moving and changing things, never fear. These are still going to be continuing on as they are set to be moving forward with the channel's future. So, any channels from the stuff from the Ams or the Goosebumps to Her Oasis, they're all going to be here for you. So now that we got those questions out of the way, let's go for some of the more exciting stuff, like the announcements.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention?
Before we get to the big announcements, let's go ahead and talk about some minor things that are coming and changing to this channel's updates. For one, let's take a look at one of my side channels, that being Grimokan Beyond Reality.
As some of you might already know, for the past 8 years I've been covering mobile games, mostly Goosebumps and Atoms, and vice versa other things like odds and ends here and there. Well, you might have watched my video a while ago, and probably back in June, when I decided to continue with the Snoopy's Town Tales. I believe it was a episode, but anyway, besides the point. While I was doing this, I basically had a ultimatum, and I basically just said, I'm done. I'm done with it all and more. So, as of this recording, at the end of this year, I'm try to make my completion of the loose ends. And starting in 2026, I will no longer be covering mobile games on this channel. Instead, I will be moving them to the Extras channel, aka Grimokan Beyond Reality. The reason why is because Beyond Reality is my second side channel where I basically just upload a bunch of non-editing kind of videos type stuff, like the Let's Look At series, and that's the key point. I'm done with editing these types of videos. They were fun, don't get me wrong, with Goosebumps and Atoms, but those series are done, and I have no willingness for Snoopy, as some people should. So, at that point, there's no point in that. Snoopy, on the other hand, is going to be an interesting tale, because that's going to determine whether or not I'm interested in the project. Depending on how Halloween and Christmas is for the game, it might determine me continuing the series or not. So I should suggest you take a look into that and see what I have planned. But moving forward, all weird mobile side stuff will be going on to that channel if I want to cover the game, and it's going to be basically just an average coverage fully as much as I want to cover it for. So yeah, that's basically the announcement there.
So now you understand what I'm doing for the side channel for the Beyond Reality. Now let's talk about something that I've been neglecting since the beginning of this channel's history. Let's talk about my side channel, Grimokan of Shadows Past.
Ah, this old channel. It's been a while since we've seen this, huh? I think the last I came back here was in 2019 when I tried to complete a Donkey Kong session. But it's been vacant because I've been busy with mobile stuff. Not anymore. I feel as though I want to come back and make actual video game content, basically like stuff you've seen back in the past, like when I started with my original story stuff. But I then thought to myself, I think we need a name change. Originally, when I made of Shadows Past, it was a kind of tongue-in-cheek, funny way, kind of like how Vinesauce did the full sauce. I was like, well, figure something out, and it's like, oh, Shadows Past? Sure, it kind of made sense at the time. But nowadays, when you click on a channel like that, you have no idea what you're getting yourself into, right? So, I decided to think about it, and I've decided to go ahead and make a drastic decision. That is that Grimokan of Shadows Past is no more. It's dead. Well, I mean, it was dead, but it's officially dead now. Instead, in its place, is something completely new. Say hello to Grimokan Gameplay Graveyard. Now you might be wondering what that is exactly. Well, it's just like how the channel was with the live streams type of stuff, except it's not going to be live stream necessarily. It's just going to be full-on gameplay without any editing as much as it should be. Like, you'll edit in the beginning, but not so much. In other words, I basically turned it to DSP. Now the reasoning for this was because okay, here's the thing. Originally, I had the idea of actually doing full gameplay coverage on my main channel, like editing and all that stuff and highlight. And then I realized why I stopped in the first place, because editing is so bad. So, and in my laziness and other nature, I've decided to go ahead and do something completely different. Where basically I'd still be playing games before, but it'd be more so as the old style, and hence why the name Gameplay Graveyard, because when you go into it, you're like, oh, okay, this is where gameplay goes to die. It's a fun, tongue-in-cheek way of just showing my low effort and sense of the nature. I know this seems a little bit too, not really productive, but believe me, this is for everyone's well-being, especially myself, because I'm doing this as a hobby, and to get content out, this is the easiest way of doing that, so be it. Now you might be curious on exactly what games I'll be covering on here. Well, there are 2 games that are coming out recently soon that I've been playing, and one of them actually was the inspiration to this new change, which was a game that was released recently this year, and that is Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. Plus, not only that, but there's also another game that I'm going to be covering. A game that I actually helped fund via the Patreon membership. Of course, I'm talking about Clive and Wrench. I figured play around that game just to see how that changed. It's going to be interesting context, especially with how things go, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm looking forward to showing off my horrible gameplay coverage and my commentary over the stuff nature. But if you know my content and liked my commentary beforehand, you might like what I do here. But be forewarned, it is gonna be not as heavily edited. The beginning part will be an edited kind of showing a highlight of what might come into the gameplay to get you hooked in, but yeah, don't expect anything too major out of this. But hopefully this is a new thing moving forward. And hey, a new Goosebumps game came out, which was, I think, Terror of Little Creek. That might come up in the future too, so be on the lookout for that stuff. And yeah, that's about it.
So yeah, I'm hoping you look forward to some of the new gameplay that's be coming up over that new channel, and hope the Gameplay Graveyard is something to be looking forward to seeing. Now then that we got all that stuff out of the way, you might be asking yourself, Grim, if you're doing all those gameplays on those other channels, what are you doing for this channel? I'm glad you asked. Because I'm happy to announce that I'm doing something extremely new. Something that you may have guessed by my appearance, a new show is coming to the channel. And I'll be happy to tell you right now.
Alright, you guys have been patient long enough. Time to talk about the main reason why I'm doing this. Now, as I've basically alluded to, I've been doing my gameplay stuff on my other channels, so what the hell am I doing on this channel? Well, that's when I'm excited to present to you in my most stuttering way, because I'm just so flustered by this whole thing, but it's a big project. I am creating a new show called A Grim Retrospective. Was commissioned by, I think her name is Emma Monster, also known as Fruit Bats. That's fruit with an F-R-O-O or F-R-00-T bat. She is another YouTuber who also have done stuff. She's mostly known for doing the retrospective to Fraggle Rock and stuff. But anyways, besides her, great character, love her. Anyways, the real reason I was doing this is because some inspiration, but also something in my past awakened me when I was trying to revise 10 years of doing this, and I forgot there was something that started the origin behind this channel. But you might be curious, what the hell is a Grim retrospective? Despite being the play on words with, my name being Grim, what is it about? Well, let me give you a concept of it, a basic synopsis if I may. Imagine if the Muppets were to do a YouTube video series talking about horror or dark things in the pop culture in that nature, while also being self-aware that they're making a YouTube video in a meta sense.
Wait, Muppets like puppets and stuff?
Yeah, exactly like that. Okay, that was weird. Anyways, yeah, as he said, puppets and stuff. Speaking of puppets and stuff, they are going to be the ones who will be helping me with this project because I've basically been commissioning them to assist me with making the so-called puppets in this nature. Now, what kind of puppets am I going to be doing with? Well, that's going to be my colorful characters. As you probably know from the years of me doing this, I've been showcasing my mascot characters and in my thumbnails. Well, I've decided to give these characters, I gave them a face, but let's give them a personality and characteristics to boot. So my mascot characters, these 3 characters, being that Gale the Jailbird, Peachy the Fruitful, and Willow. God, I hate you. These characters are going to be my mainstay of characteristics. And these wacky side characters are going to be assisting me when it comes to reviewing some of these pulp culture media stuff. You might be curious on who voices who. Well, I'll allow them to introduce themselves to give you a sneak peek of what their personality is. So let's roll the B clip.
Sup. Name's Gale. And I work with Graham on his videos. I'm sure you've seen me on the thumbnails. So, yeah. That's it. I think. Hey, is that good enough for you, dude?
Oh my gosh. Hi, I'm Peachy. And I do a lot of stuff by the clips. Like, a lot. In the clips, and around the clips. Oh, and outside. Actually, now that I think of it, I do keep busy with a lot of stuff. In general. Oh, sorry. I get carried away sometimes. I'm so looking forward to meeting with you all soon. I hope you all have a really amazing day, or night, or evening, or whatever time zone you're in. Okay, bye!
Hello, my lovely audience. I am the smart, the brave, and all-around adorable Nekomata, Willow. Yes, you may feel free to applaud my awesomeness. I won't judge you.
So yeah, you get to see all 3 characters up together, and I'm looking forward to having these characters come and help review for me. So I'm doing these one at a time, the first of which will be Gale. In fact, bam, what you're seeing here is a concept art or things that the people are making, so these things are going to be coming to life. I'm hoping to get Gale by the middle of fall, so probably October, November, after which case when I commission for Peachy, she should be available sometime in early next year. And then hopefully by then, with Willow, it will come to the final conclusion, which will be, I'm thinking April, May. So like sometime near middle. So it's going to take me a while, but for cost efficiency, it's pretty much helpful. And you might be curious on why I've decided to choose Puppet Stuff Canada. For 2 reasons. I've looked at their portfolio. They've done really well done work. From what I've seen, they've helped with a YouTube channel, with other stuff, but they've also done stuff. Basically, the way I looked at them, they looked like the Jim Henson of Canada, in a sense, where For two reasons, it's also very popular for me. One, they're based in Canada, which means that I don't have to do different currency rates, so that's great. And the big second reason is that because they're in Canada, I don't have to pay for expensive shipping costs from the States. So it helps me greatly. Anyways, with that in mind, this show is going to be somewhat interesting to go through. So, to give you context how this is going to go, I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what the first episode's going to be. I'm going to be taking a look based on the Goosebumps stuff because, you know, as a basic thank you for the people within the Goosebumps community that basically watched me over the years, I'm going to be looking at Goosebumps specifically, and I'm hoping I'm saying that word correctly because I think I'm mispronouncing it, but when is that ever new on a Grimokan channel? I've always mispronounced words. It's just my thing. I just don't know how to say words properly. But anyways, the first episode is going to be covering the Haunted Mask. And when you see the first episode of this, you'll understand what the concept is going to be about. Afterwards, with Gale, I'm going to do something with Peachy in the second episode, which will be focusing on the Addams family. And then by the third episode, I should figure something out when it comes to Willow. And by the season's making of, I have some ideas like Halloween, Christmas already, specials. And hopefully soon, I might introduce some more characters in the future. If this goes well, I can introduce more characters, so that's kind of cool. And what else? There was something else in particular in mind, in the sense that we'll have ways to kind of have you as a community get involved with this this video series, in a sense, and you'll see what I mean in a moment. But yeah, that's the announcement. Grim Retrospective is going to be my main focus moving forward. So starting next year, hopefully I will get this video started. And it's a new chapter for me because I've been doing these videos for basically commentary videos, post-commentary videos. And now this is going to be me scripting, researching, and then making a funny video edit while also keeping to my style and humor. And it's going to be interesting because it also means that I'm going to have to find creative ways to go away from copyrights, because we all know how fun copyright is in YouTube land, but that's needlessly here. I'll figure things out in the future. But anyways, that's basically the announcement here for the new show. So yes, a Grim Retrospective is a new show coming to this show. Hopefully you enjoy it, and we'll go from there. And yeah, I'll go back to myself now.
Wow, a new show, a Grim Retrospective, starring me and my fellow mascot characters, in puppet form. That'd be kinda cool to see, right? Now you might be thinking, wow, Grim, gee golly gee, that must cost you a lot of money, right? How are you gonna pay for all that? Well, I'm glad you asked. Time to talk about the elephant in the room.
Give me money. Money me. Money now.
Ah, here we go. Grim is selling out already. Time to unsubscribe from the channel. Thumbs down. Get everything out of the way. Hold on. Before you go ahead and do all that, I have already set things up. I understand when it comes to asking you for monetization value that it might be a little bit much. The thing is, so long as you watch my channel, like, subscribe, comment, that's all that I need. It's more than enough. This is just more so for people who are willing to want to go a little bit extra. And I have a lot more stuff for you to show you. In fact, I have something here to help you with that whole selling of that process off. I decided to make a, what's the word? A channels trailer. That's it. I did a channels trailer for a YouTube memberships. So let's roll that right now. Can we roll it?
If you're watching this video, then congratulations! You have been selected as one of the lucky few to become part of the Grimokan membership program. What is the membership program, you might be asking? Well, for just a select few dollars a month, you can get some special perks that not a lot of people can get. There's 3 different perks to be available, and we'll explain to you each one. For just $1, you'll get the You're Just Peachy perk, which comes with the following. First, loyalty badges. These little badges will be placed on your avatar on the Grimokan channel. Each one consists of different loyalty programs, which comes in the following. New member, 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2, 3, 4, and finally 5. Be the envy of your friends with these loyalty badges against your name to show you how big of a supporter you are. The second perk are emotes. Everyone loves a good emote to spam in the comment section, and you get some select few exclusives based on the cute cuddly characters from the Grimokan channel. These include Shy Peachy, Angry Gale, Willow eating a fish, and finally, Happy Peachy. Isn't she just adorable? Wouldn't you want her in your part of the group? And the more memberships we have, the more you get to see. For example, if we have enough, we can add more emotes, like this one with Willow, so that we can make that famous meme. Wouldn't you want that? Well, to help you support, that's the only way. Your third perk is early access to new videos. That's right, a video will be made available 1 week before launch. This will be your ticket to be able to see the videos before anyone else. Aren't you lucky? Next, photos and status updates. You'll get exclusive information on behind the scenes of what's going on for each episode coming up for the new Grimokan Retrospective show. And last but not least, membership shoutouts. You and all the other selected patrons will be thanked for every video moving forward by representation of a number. But if that's not good enough, we also have something more special for you. For just
$5 a month!
you can get Gail's Secret Gallery. These include the following. Membership-only polls. These special polls will allow you to vote on what topics the Grim can be partaking in for each new episode. These can be selected as what topics to talk about, or things and jokes to be taken part of. You too can become part of its journey. Aren't you lucky? Last but not least, membership-only videos. These are exclusive videos that are special bonus features exclusive to you. And that's not all. The videos that also will be coming out will also be uncensored versions of the episodes to the Grimokan Retrospective, giving you a full access of anything you can think of. But if you are really that insane and you want to support the channel as much as you can go ahead and get the extra mile. For just $10, you can get yourself the Whispering Willows pack. These come with all the other packs, including these 2 exclusive perks. First, do you want your name to be part of the end credits instead of just a number? Well, with $10, you get your name plastered on the end credits, just like everyone else. And lastly, for now, you'll get exclusive posts on the community tab, which allow you to give out ideas of what to do for new episodes. And if Grim takes your idea up to heart, he'll make sure to mention and shout out your name during the episodes itself. Aren't you lucky? For the $5 and $10 a month, new perks may be available later on, so stay tuned. So what are you waiting for? Become a membership today!
Wow, how exciting. Now, you might be looking at that and thinking, Grim, I don't want to spend $1 a month on your channel. I just want to give you the $1 and be done with it. Good news for you. You don't need to do that. We have super thanks available on the channel as well. That's right, you can just give us $1, a one measly dollar, and be done with it and move on with your life. Or give us more. We'd be more than happy for more. 100%. I mean, again, I'm not asking, but it would be nice. But anyways, we got that all stuff and covered. Now, with that in mind, we might look into other features like maybe Patreon or Coffee or whatever weird thing that they might go on the side. But for now, we're focusing on YouTube because I think it's much more easier. There's a lot more stuff available.
Hey, so I heard you were doing monetization now?
Yeah, we are. Who are you?
Perhaps I could help you with that.
Oh, Okay, that's nice. What are you doing in my house?
My name is Skip, and I can be your ad guy.
Ad guy, huh? Alright, well, go ahead and do your stuff then.
I do have an idea, if you would allow me to. Ahem.
It's time for our next segment.
Merchandising! Merchandising!
Wait, merchandising? You mean like t-shirts and stuff?
Well, of course.
Wait, what kind of product do you have to sell?
We just developed a new shop and allow me to show you the new merchandise.
Alright, so what did you do?
Look down.
What the hell did you do to my shirt?
It's a brand new t-shirt. That's right, folks. We've just launched a new shop on Fourth Wall, and our first of many items is a special 10th anniversary shirt created by the artist that made Grimm's avatar you all know and love. Just take a look at this beauty. Made with 100% ring-spun cotton, it features all your favorites, like the orange cactus, the sonic Oshie, the bat that looks like a cat, and, I don't know who that is, but she's here too. There's also many Easter eggs, like, hey, look, is that Slappy? Oh my god, it is him! I must have this t-shirt! The t-shirt also has a unique anniversary logo present on the left side of the shirt here. But wait, there's more! But is orange the only color we have in stock? Hell no! The shirt also comes in blue! Hedgehog blue, that is. You can get this beauty for only 25 US buckaroonies. Now I know what you're thinking.
Skip, let me ask you a question. Why are we selling this shirt for 2026 and 2025? Wouldn't it make more sense to sell it for next year?
That's because we've got a special deal just for you! For a limited time, you can save not 5, not 10, but 20% off on this shirt when you enter the promo code EARLY2025 in checkout. Take my money now! However, don't wait too long, folks. This offer won't last long. The code's only valid for this year only, and this t-shirt will be gone by the end of 2026. So what are you waiting for? Go to grimokanshop.fourthwall.com to get your t-shirt today! Thanks for letting me sponsor this segment, and now back to the video.
Well, I gotta hand it to you. That was a pretty good sales pitch.
Well,
Are you okay?
Sorry, I can't hold on to that voice for long. I tend to just be able to do it once a video.
Ah, okay, well, I mean, that makes sense.
Well, maybe we can talk about money.
Oh, yeah, I guess we should talk about ad revenue, right? What do you suggest?
How about 10%?
10%? I mean, yeah, that seems fair.
No, it'd be 10% for you.
10% for me? Bullshit! You're gonna 10% for me? You.
Oh, how about 70-30?
No.
60-40? 50-50?
How about this, dude? I'll let you hire on to be my ad guy, and I don't kick you out.
I could do that.
Good. Now, can you please leave? I need to finish this.
Wait, what?
Well, I mean, I got a new attire. That's kind of cool. And, yeah, that's it. That's all we need to do right now, right? So, you can go now. Why are we still filming? How much do we have? How much more? Why do we need to do more? I thought I did everything. I think I did everything. Hold on one second. Where is that stupid? Got it written. Ah, here. See, I wrote some things down just to keep myself in notes. So let me just see this real quick. Okay, here we go. So, first things first. Introductions, we did that. The FAQ, yes. Talked about the announcements, of course, the announcements. Monetization, that's a double check. Do it, buddy. Merchandising, yeah, got that done to go with. And, yeah, that's it. That's all I got written down here. Wait, hold on. Unless oh, I had it on the other thing. My bad. All right, let's see this here. Question marks. What does it have to do with a bunch of question marks? Why did I do that? Unless I was... Oh, yeah.
Is the most secrety secret in all of secretdom.
Yes, so it seems like I've been working on a special project since the beginning of this year.
Wait, I thought the show was the secret project.
No. The other thing I was doing is a whole different project. This is a different type project. Actually, why are you doing back? You're supposed to be gone. Alright, well at least you're not gonna interrupt me anymore with your mouth gone. Anyways, yeah, so I've been working on something on the side project, and I'm happy to announce this thing here, which is the Grimokan Presents. This is a little side thing I'll be doing, where basically it'll be products I'll be working on that is something to do with outside of YouTube, but still is kind of connected to the lore within this channel's stuff. And I'm happy to announce to you the next big thing, and that is that this next project I'm working on is not ready yet. Yeah, I mean, things happened, and honestly, it's just got stuff busy, you know? And, life gets in the way, got the work stuff, got this whole get up, and, you know, I'm a little bit disappointed with myself. I wanted to pull off a Nintendo, like, doing the whole, we have a special announcement, we got one last thing, and then I'd do a thing, and everyone be like, oh my god, new project, wow, coming right this year? Awesome! But sadly, I can't do that, because I don't have it ready yet. In fact, to the point where, you know, now that I mentioned about Nintendo, don't worry, I'm not going to talk about the whole Switch 2, because oh boy, is that another side project. But all you need to know is that I had this idea in mind, okay? Here's a vision of it, right? I was going to sit here, to try and present myself like this, kind of do this, and then it would be something along the lines of, I have one last announcement, and then I do a snap like this, and then all of a sudden,
just in time for the holidays.
Announcement, and everyone would be like, oh.
Dear reader, deep in the graveyard where dead memes lie, a clock tower appears when daylight dies. For what lies atop this tower's peak resides an author whose tales you seek. Her stories are ones with a holiday twist, packed with a wickedly devilish gist. Playing her game and beating her lies will award you with a fabled prize. Heed my advice before taking the deal. Should you accept, your fate is then sealed. Beware, dear reader, she's not your friend, as failure will bring your story to an end. Sincerely yours.
Hello, my name is Grimothy O'Connor. You might know me better from my online handle, Grimokan, where I play the character named Grim. I'm here to announce today a project that I've been working on behind the scenes all this year, and that's a new horror anthology entitled Holly Fears. Holly Fears is a choose-your-own-adventure role-playing game where you can either play by yourself or with a friend. The narrator, whose voice was provided by Miharu the Fox, invites you to enter her game of chance. Unlike other choose-your-own-adventure books, this one is different, involving a live system called chances. You are tasked in completing her story of holiday horror into its completion to get the good ending. Fail, and you'll face the same fate as the protagonist did upon your bad decisions. The series was inspired by books I've grew up on, like Give Yourself Goosebumps and A Series in the Fortunate Events. If this does sound interesting to you, I highly recommend you checking out the official YouTube link to this series for more information on the new releases and other lore-related things. For now, this series is planned to create 6 entries to be released with a potential spin-off to follow if the demand is there, so look forward to that. I am looking forward to sharing with you the first entry to this series very soon. In the meantime, I figure I'll leave you with this. It's a silhouette of the first book's main antagonist, and if you know anything about my work, then I'm sure you'll be excited to meet them soon enough. That's all the time I have for now. Thank you for your time, and I'll be seeing you very soon.
So I've just been informed by my ad guy that apparently we just made the announcement on stream. Well, that's just okay, cool. Make me look like an idiot, why don't you? I don't even know what the project is. I just was gonna guess, assuming that they don't even tell me anything. Oh, you know what the project is? Okay, please, and sure. What is it? All right, that's right. You ripped off your mouth, right? That's perfect. That's fantastic. Okay. Well, you know what, folks? That's it. You got to see everything here. We got all the announcements done and set off with. Right? Are we done? Okay, thank you. Good. All right. Well, now that's this. So, like and subscribe. If you watch this video, don't forget to buy the merch and support us if you can. If not, like, subscribe. Thumbs up or whatever the YouTube algorithm gods like to do, and we'll just go from there. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope this is not a big mistake. Alright, you know what? I need to get this mask off me. It's itching me like crazy. Oh, yeah. That's the ticket.